The death toll continues to rise as the Israel-Palestine conflict ramps up. The last polling numbers are in before election day, leaving Winston Peters smiling, and farmer confidence drops to record lows. Kia ora, I'm Wilhelmina Shrimpton and these are your latest NZ Herald headlines. The death toll in Israel and Palestine continues to climb. Those killed in the initial Hamas attacks have reached 1,200, while more than 1,000 people have been killed by Israeli airstrikes on Gaza. There are reports Gaza's only power station has run out of fuel after Israel cut access to electricity, fuel, goods and water supplies. Israel's PM Benjamin Netanyahu and opposition leader Benny Gantz have agreed to form an emergency government. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has called for all parties to avoid any further escalation.
I call for the immediate release of all Israeli hostages held in Gaza. Civilians must be protected at all times.
A tale of two polls, but there's just one answer. News Hub Read Research and One News Varian released their last opinion surveys before election night on Saturday. Both suggest the only viable coalition is National, paired with New Zealand First and ACT. But the margins are narrowing. Winston Peters won't be kingmaker because Labour ruled him out and vice versa. But the numbers show National will need to call on the New Zealand First leader. Up to 1,000 First Union members are expected at a stop work meeting today to talk fair pay agreements ahead of Saturday's election. Labour and Green Party leaders will address workers from the retail, finance, transport, logistics and manufacturing sectors at Mount Smart Stadium. Union General Secretary Dennis Marger says progress on a framework for industry-wide pay negotiations is under threat from a change in government.
However, we are confident workers will turn up on Saturday and they will not simply vote for a political party, but they will be voting for their future.
The search is continuing for missing Christchurch real estate agent Yanfei Bao. Bao disappeared on July 19 and was last seen at a house for sale in Hornby. Ting Zoon Kao is in custody, the 52-year-old charged with kidnapping and murder. Detective Inspector Nicola Reeves says police and a specialist search group will be scouring areas in Motu Karara and Green Park today and possibly tomorrow.
Areas along Hudson's Road, Jarvis Road and along the edge of Lake Ellesmere near Jarvis Road will be searched. We remain really determined and committed to finding Miss Bao.
Farmer confidence is at record lows. A Rabobank survey found last month farmer confidence in the broader agricultural economy dropped to a negative 72%. It's the lowest reading in the 20-year history of the survey. It comes as Beef and Lamb New Zealand predicts sheep and beef farm profit margins to fall a further 30% this season. Rabobank's Bruce Ware says the survey was conducted just after Fonterra announced a drop in its Farmgate milk price.
Since that, Fonterra have actually announced a 50% increase, which has been really well welcomed. However, I would imagine the results will remain subdued for our sheep meat clients.
And those are the latest NZ Herald headlines. For more news worth knowing, head to nzherald.co.nz.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest news from the New Zealand Herald, click the subscribe button below or check out one of the videos here. And head over to nzherald.co.nz for more details on these stories and more.